From Amateur Radio Newsline Report, number 2389, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. There's DX, there's Rare DX, and then there's this. 2 degrees of separation stood between NASA's Voyager 2 spacecraft and its ability to communicate with the Earth due to a faulty command in July that changed the critical orientation of its antenna. But now that's been fixed from a distance of more than 12 billion miles.
It was a long shot, as long as the stretch of 12 billion miles. But NASA's Deep Space Network sent a command from its highest powered transmitter in Canberra, Australia, in an attempt to correct the 2-degree shift of the antenna that had knocked the space probe out of contact with the Earth last month. Their attempt worked. The space agency took a literal shot in the dark on Wednesday, August 2nd, but believed it was essential to reestablish communications with the probe, which was launched into interstellar space 46 years ago. The command traveled the distance, taking more than 18 hours to deliver its message. In another 18 and a half hours after that, NASA was celebrating its success. NASA compared the transmission to an interstellar shout, one that worked. The agency said in an update afterward that Voyager 2 had returned to normal operation, sending science and telemetry data as before. It is expected to remain on its intended trajectory. This is Kent Peterson, KC0 DGY.
Hurricane season is still going strong in parts of the United States, and so is the need for control operators for the Hurricane WatchNet.
As the Atlantic hurricane season enters its second month, Bobby Graves, KB5HAV, manager of the Hurricane WatchNet, is sending out a CQ for new net control operators. These operators are critical to the mission of providing ground truth weather reports for the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Bobby said he is especially looking for bilingual operators who are fluent in Spanish and English or French Creole and English, as many of the areas threatened by hurricanes speak those languages. Net control stations don't need to live in a hurricane-endangered area. In fact, given propagation and safety, it is beneficial to live farther away. As Bobby told AR Newsline, the heritage of the Hurricane WatchNet is built upon service during extreme conditions. We are looking for men and women who can operate in a professional manner and accept the challenges emergency services personnel face every day, specifically with long hours and unpredictable schedules. Interested amateur radio operators can find out more at hwn.org. This is Randy Sly, W4XJ.
The Radio Society of Great Britain isn't changing the location's name to the National Radio and Amateur TV Center, but yes, visitors are seeing some very visible changes, and a television screen in a new permanent display there.
Amateur Radio TV has become the newest attraction at the National Radio Centre in Bletchley Park, where visitors can interact with a touchscreen and select signals to be received from the geostationary satellite QO100. The signals are being transmitted from the wideband segment. The television configuration was created with the help of the British Amateur Television Club, and it allows visitors to see the signals decoded and displayed on a large monitor. The satellite's wideband transponder has downlinks between 10491 MHz and 10498 MHz and uses horizontal polarization. The exhibit is part of a permanent display at the Radio Centre. The RSGB credits Justin, G8YTZ, with its design and for assisting the BATV Club with the configuration. This is Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Randy Sly, W4XJ, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.